All right. Anytime somebody says like 2023 to me, Jason, it seems like that's like 100 years from now in the space age or something, but 2023 is right around the corner. We don't talk a whole lot of recruiting that far out, but this might be a special case with this particular quarterback.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mark. I mean, these kids change their mind 4 or 5 times in a given year. So how often they'll change their mind before that 2023 signing day actually comes? But a kid that's really gotten a lot of talk over the last really couple of weeks, Mark, is a kid named Malachi Nelson. He's also out of California, a quarterback. He's a 5-star quarterback and really one of the best quarterbacks in the modern era. And so when we talk about modern era, really kind of the last 20 years, that recruiting rankings have really kind of taken hold. So he is the number 2 overall quarterback in the 2023 class, the number 4 overall player, tied with Arch Manning, which is a name that everyone knows, overall. So he's a kid that's really gotten a lot of crystal ball predictions to Oklahoma over the last couple of weeks. Every single one is headed towards Oklahoma with a really, really high expectancy rate in terms of confidence rate in terms of if he'll come to Oklahoma. So he's scheduled to commit in July, middle of July. So we'll see. He was going to take a visit to Clemson, and then through that visit, he was actually going to go to Alabama as well. It looks like those trips are a little. Right now, they're not completely canceled, but it looks like he's pointing towards not wanting to go to those as of right now. So it looks good for Oklahoma. Again, this is a kid that's top 15 overall, not this year, in the past 20 years in terms of his rating right now. Like I said, tied with Arch Manning. He's a kid that, if you can kind of believe how good Oklahoma has been, specifically Lincoln Riley, recruiting the quarterback position, he's a little bit higher than Spencer Rattler, a little bit higher than Caleb Williams in terms of his recruiting ranking right now. So it would be a good get for Oklahoma, with the caveat that we know it's a lot of time for him to certainly flip or change his mind or anything like that. But a couple of things that really kind of ring true with him is, as he's talked about, his 2023 commitment, when he verbally commits to whoever it is, if it's Oklahoma, he's a kid that, number one, he wants to be the number 1 quarterback and really the only quarterback in that class. I think you can take that a couple of ways. If he's not necessarily scared of competition, but I think he just kind of wants to be the guy. And then I think the second thought is he has said he wants to get familiarized with the scheme, with the coaching staff, with the roster, and then be in a position for him to recruit as well for any of those 2023 kids that may be on the fence or maybe looking at Oklahoma. So it would be something that on the outside of Oklahoma's 2022 barbecue that they're looking at. So this will happen in July as of right now, unless he pushes it back or even pushes it forward. So really a guy that Oklahoma has been in on. I think, like I said, Clemson and Alabama are in the mix. USC is a team that's maybe a little bit in the mix as well, but Alabama and USC both have a couple of guys that they are in on and pretty solid on from a quarterback position perspective. So it really looks to be kind of an Oklahoma-Clemson battle at this time, maybe Alabama from an outside perspective. So it'll be interesting as this goes kind of through the summer and towards the end of the summer, mid-July, where he actually ends up committing to.